What, everybody? It's reading time. I thought we would have another fun, long, and probably boring session together of me reading something to you and interjecting with a thought or two here and there. And what is this all-important document? Why, it's only something that governs all of us, and probably something that everybody that takes a federal office might want to have read at least once in their life, and that is the Constitution. So, yeah, let's do this. Why not? Preamble. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. First off, we're not really doing any of those things, well, not really doing all of those things, at least. Secondly, this says here Constitution for the United States of America. But I thought it was the Constitution of the United States of America. You know, it's probably nothing. Article 1, the legislative branch, because the words are hard. Section 1, the legislator. All legislative powers herein granted shall be vested in a Congress of the United States, which shall consist of a Senate and House of Representatives. Oh, that's pretty simple to understand. Section 2, the House. The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the people of the several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for the electors of most numerous branch of the state legislature. Okay? No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained the age of 25 years and been a 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of that state in which he shall be chosen. Be here for 7 years, be at least 25, live in the state you represent. Let's see. Parentheses. Representatives of direct taxes shall be apportioned among the several states which may be included within this union, according to their respective numbers, which shall be determined by adding the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed 3/5 of all other persons. This you may have read about in history, because it was modified by the 14th Amendment, Section 2. The actual enumeration shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of Congress of the United States, and within every subsequent term of 10 years, in a manner such as they shall by law direct. The number of representatives shall not exceed 1 for every 30,000, but each state shall have at least 1 representative, and until such enumeration shall be made, the state of New Hampshire shall be entitled to choose 3, Massachusetts 8, Rhode Island and Providence Plantations 1, Connecticut 5, New York 6, New Jersey 4, Pennsylvania 8, Delaware 1, Maryland 6, Virginia 10, North Carolina 5, South Carolina 5, and Georgia 3. Okay, so, yeah. Count how many people there are. 1 representative for how many number of people there are. When vacancies happen in a representation from any state, the executive authority thereof shall issue writs of election to fill such vacancies. So, election if somebody dropped out of their office. The House of Representatives shall choose their speaker and their officers and have the sole power of impeachment. Section 3, the Senate. The Senate of the United States shall be composed of 2 senators from each state, parentheses, chosen by the legislature thereof, which was superseded by the 17th Amendment, Section 1. Okay, so for 6 years, and each senator shall have 1 vote. Immediately after they shall be assembled, in consequence of the first election, they shall be divided as equally as many into 3 classes. The seats of the senators of the first class shall be vacated at the expiration of the 2nd year. the second class at the expiration of the fourth year, and the third class the expiration of the sixth year, so that 1/3 may be chosen every second year. Okay, so that's just, part of the thing in this Constitution and what you've seen before is um, setting up the initial body. Parentheses. And if vacancies happen by resignation or otherwise during the recess of legislature of any state, the executive thereof may make temporary appointments until the next meeting of the legislature, which shall then fill in the vacancies, which was superseded by the 17th Amendment, Section 2. Okay, no person shall be a senator who shall not have attained the age of 30 years and be 9 years a citizen of the United States, and shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of the state for which he shall be chosen. So, did I read that wrong before? Oh, shall not, yeah. Shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of the state he is chosen. So, by the way, the obvious he's in here, But yeah, so be 30 years, live in this country, be a citizen for 9 years, and shall not, when elected, be an inhabitant of the state for which you are chosen. So I guess it means you can't live there anymore. Okay, just making sure I didn't read that wrong again. Okay, the Vice President of the United States shall be President of the Senate, but shall have no vote unless they be equally divided. Seems like a good idea. The Senate shall choose their officers and also a president pro tempore in the absence of a vice president, or when he shall exercise the offices of the President of the United States. So, the vice president can't do it, they'll pick somebody. The Senate shall have the sole power to try all impeachments. When sitting for that purpose, they shall be on oath or affirmation. When the President of the United States is tried, the Chief Justice shall preside, and no person shall be convicted without the concurrence of 2/3 of the members present. So, House calls for impeachment, Senate tries it. Judgment in cases of impeachment shall not exceed further than to removal from office and disqualification to hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. But the party convicted shall nevertheless be liable and subject to indictment, trial, judgment, punishment according to law. So, the Senate's not going to send you to jail, but they ain't going to keep you out of it either. Section 4. Elections and meetings. The times, places, manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by legislature thereof, but the Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations, except as to the place of choosing senators. The Congress shall assemble at least once every year, and such meetings shall, in parentheses, be on the first month of December, which was superseded by the 20th Amendment, Section 2, unless they shall by law appoint a different day. Section 5. Membership, rules, journals, adjournment. Each House shall be the judge of the elections, returns, and qualifications of his own members, and a majority shall constitute a quorum to do business. But a smaller number may adjourn from day to day, and may be authorized to compel the attendance of absent members in such manner and under such penalties as each House may provide. So, if you got a thing, probably don't have to be there, but if somebody says they want everybody there, you got to get your ass there. Each House may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and, with the concurrence of 2/3, expel a member. Okay? So, if you manage to go into Congress and get all of Congress hating you, you're out. Now you see why I'm not running for Congress? Each House shall keep a journal of its proceedings, and from time to time publish the same, except such parts as may in their judgment require secrecy, and the yeas and nays and members of either House on any question shall, at the desire of 1/5 of those present, be entered on the journal. Oh, and by the way, it's not like it would be any really greater running for president, but, this is going for that whole why I'm not running for Congress thing. But, at least if I'm in the presidency, and I'm actually representing the people, and anybody impeach me just because they didn't want me to be president anymore, because I really don't like most of those fuckers in Congress anyways, there'd probably be some more hell to pay for them. But yeah, the public records. Neither house during the session of Congress shall, without the consent of the other, adjourn for more than 3 days, nor to any other place than that in which the two houses shall be sitting. If you're going to be in Congress, don't slack off. Section 6, compensation. Now, I'm just going to skip these parentheses parts. You can fucking look that shit up on your own. They shall, in all cases, except treason, felony, and breach of the peace, be privileged from arrest during their attendance at the session of their respective houses, and in going to and returning from the same. And for any speech or debate in either house, they shall not be questioned in any other place. So, yeah, you can't get it. You can't get arrested, right, by doing your job. No senator or representative shall, during the time for which he was elected, be appointed to any civil office under the authority of the United States which shall have been created, for the emoluments whereof shall have been increased during such time, and no person holding any office under the United States shall be a member of either house during his continuance in office. So, no double dipping. And if you don't know what double dipping is, that's basically when you work more than one job, because well, basically you have a job and then another job gets created for you just so you can draw an extra paycheck and you're not really doing anything. And I'm going to pause here, and because I got to break this video up into little other shitty videos and make you watch them that way. So yeah.